Happy Thursday.
Happy Thursday.
Yeah. And happy spring. It was supposed to be spring on Tuesday, right?
Does it feel like spring to you?
No, it doesn't.
I saw snow Saturday, potential snow, Kaylin. I know. I don't want it.
I know. It's supposed to be really cold, really rainy, really snowy, and I'm like, this is just getting ridiculous.
Where are you going?
I know it.
Because she will go somewhere.
Yeah. Well, actually, I'm going to Decorah on Saturday.
That's like north.
I know, wrong direction. But anyway, but yeah, no, and what was I going to say? I lost my whole train of thought. but in our family, this time of year, it's track season.
Yes. So my son, 7th grade, is out for track, and I remember from my high school days, we were all just talking about the miserable track meets.
I know.
As a parent, you're sitting there and you're like this, like, oh,
I know.
And you never know when your kid's gonna run, right? So you're like, and then as an athlete out there, you would like bundle up, you'd sit in the middle of the track back when we did, and you were talking and stuff, and you were like jogging, and then you have to strip down to this like nothingness. And then you're ready to throw up before you're going to run your race.
Too much information. Lisa. Yeah, that's the tough thing.
Cold. It's like
cold.
Baseball, spring baseball's cold.
Exactly. Everything's cold outside, so let's warm it up.
Warm it up.
All right.
Warm it up.
I know. So what is this?
So I have we have some props today.
We have props? Go figure.
Who would have thunk?
Yes. Well, this is kind of a small little decorative ball here.
And this one would be jumbo.
That's a jumbo decorative ball.
Jumbo.
Yeah. So
look at this. It's way bigger than my head.
Well, this one is a little easier to handle, but how do you handle something that's jumbo?
Like that? I know. Or like, what if you go to the store and you get one of these?
Yes.
You don't get the 12-ouncer.
This is 52 ounce.
This is jumbo.
At one point they tried to make those illegal in New York.
Why?
Did you know that?
Oh, because you were like getting too many calories.
Right. So I would just order 2 of them.
Of course you would.
I'd be like, don't tell me I can't buy 52 ounce.
I'll have myself 104 ouncer.
That's right. I'll buy 6 12 ounces. That's what I'll do.
And I'm going to sit here and
go. So all this is leading up to,
what do you do when you have something that's jumbo?
Like a loan.
Right.
So a jumbo loan, like if I have a buyer that's looking at a home that's, let's say, $500,000 or above. It's kind of your benchmark sort of for a jumbo. Okay.
Yeah, because for us, a jumbo loan is anything over $424,100. So $424,100
in a mortgage.
In a loan. So if you have a $500,000 house and you're putting $100,000 down, you're still not in a jumbo loan.
Okay. Right. So the 421. And so what are the advantages of a 421 loan being a jumbo versus a strictly conventional?
Yeah. So a conventional loan is pretty much what everybody is used to, should we say. It's same parameters, of a lot of things that everybody's used to. So when you have somebody that their option is to do a jumbo loan, it's just looked at because it's a bigger loan, right?
Okay, right.
So there's a low risk. It's jumbo. And so actually, I will say that what goes along with the jumbo loan typically is that your buyer is a little different buyer. So yes, we do have a W-2 employee, CFOs, CEOs, presidents of universities, things like that are just W-2'd, and but they're still buying a higher end house.
Okay.
A lot of people that buy that $1 million house or that $700,000 house have a little more complex life.
Oh, so they have a little bit more of a portfolio.
They do.
Portfolio income.
Portfolio income.
Gotcha.
So, and a lot of times, sometimes, like I said, it just depends, but you just are looking at it a little bit differently because life is just a little bit more complex, maybe.
Yep.
Not all people, but it tends to be when you get up to those areas that whether it's owning a lot of real estate, you have a lot of investments. I mean, so we have some people buying those houses that maybe all of their income technically is coming from dividends or coming from different, businesses owned
not necessarily on W-2.
It's not necessarily on a W-2.
Yeah. Okay.
But you have options buying that house. I mean, we even have, you could buy a house with 5% down.
Okay, on a jumbo.
On a jumbo loan.
Okay.
On a jumbo loan, realize that the less you put down, the higher your interest rate.
Yeah.
I mean, so on a conventional loan, you don't see a lot of variance between 5%, even 20% down. Jumbo, you're going to see a difference in your rate, whether you're putting 5% down or 20% down.
Okay.
You do have those options, which a lot of people don't realize, because now, actually, with the stock market maybe doing better, some people are like, I might not want to put all that money down in my housing.
Sure.
Interest rates are going up.
Right.
But also your investment rates might be going up, and so it's a different conversation.
So on a jumbo, can you then pay a little extra, like you can on a conventional loan? Like you pay, you can put a chunk down, put equity in.
You can put equity in. On a jumbo loan, certain depending on your credit score and things like that, a certain portion has to be your own funds, but actually still a portion of it could be gift funds.
Okay.
So sometimes that happens when you've got this cash that maybe it's still parents or somebody that says, we're going to give you your inheritance, but let's gift you now your other 10%. So you have a 20% down payment, the 10's coming from you and 10's coming from.
Okay. As long as it's over the 421.
Yeah. Well, yeah, actually you could get your whole gift if you're under 4.
All right, there you go. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
So why 421?
424.1.
Oh, 424.1. So why? Who comes up with that? So why is it 424 or 425?
It's all mathematical equations. I can't just make it like even. Like we like even round up, right?
I'm an even number person.
424 and 50 cents or something. I don't know. They just said let's make it 424.
Yeah. I've always been an even number person, even though my whole birth date is all odd numbers.
Oh, but you like even.
I like even numbers. I don't know why that is.
That's trivial. If you're ever in a trivial thing and they say, "What don't you know?" Like there, you know something.
Well, now it's live, public live. Now everybody knows. I mean, after doing these, I have no secrets anymore, apparently. So anyway, yeah.
And I have people that come up to me, like her cousin. I was at the event, and they're like, "You're Lisa. I'm Caitlin's cousin." I'm like, "Oh, that's awesome."
Yes. Yep. And if Tim is watching, one of my high school friends said, "Were you ever in any high school plays or speech contests?" I'm like, "No. I was too shy and intimidated back then."
I just when she said that,
I was not.
Caitlin was shy.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Very self-conscious and intimidated.
Shy, really?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Wow.
Very much so. Yeah.
Wow.
So, but
this is just bringing.
My mom always said I was quiet.
That's the most you got to worry about.
I know you do. So yeah, well, I hope you learned a little bit about jumbo. I did a little bit.
Yeah.
424.1 is kind of interesting. I have to make fun of that number. But if you're wondering, well, are there any even houses that qualify for jumbo loans?
I was going to say, because we're in the central Iowa, right?
There are a lot actually. You'd be surprised.
But how many do we have
in
our area?
in just on the Ames Central Iowa MLS, anything over $500,000 currently on the market. There's 23 currently listed, and there's 3 of those are over $1 million. So we do have those options, and of course you're going to find some new construction that are going to fall into that may not be on the MLS at this point. Des Moines in the Polk County, Dallas, well over 150 homes in that market. So obviously a larger metropolitan area. You've got some higher end homes down there, and certainly there are homes that you would be looking at that, hey, can I do a jumbo loan on this? Would this benefit me?
And I think that people should look at their options. So I think on jumbo, especially, some people think, oh, just where I bank at. And I would tell you that a lot of the mortgage bankers out there actually have a lot more options for you. Like I said, maybe 5% down, or maybe you've had something in your past. Maybe you need to do a bank statement loan where we're just taking income from you. I mean, so again, you might have to have some more money down, or your interest rate might be higher, but it doesn't necessarily disqualify you for a product like that. And so like we have 9 different investors that we can send jumbo loans to, and they all have different nuances and sometimes different niches for different people with different income situations or different credit situations. I mean, just because you have a 620 score doesn't mean you can't do a jumbo loan.
So okay,
you might have to have more money down, but if you're over 720, 740, you could probably put 5% down. If you have a 620, you might need to put 25% down. But I mean, there's options out there that I think some people go, oh, I probably don't qualify.
Right.
And you may.
Well, then you know what you need to do? Call us and ask.
I think ask, right?
Ask us. Message us. email us, call us.
Yeah, if you want to take a look
Messenger
at some of
us.
those 600,000 plus
Absolutely.
house, because
Yeah.
you have one on the market right now. So
I do. Absolutely. So anyway, well,
Yeah.
hey, thanks everybody for listening in and you know, jumbo away.
jumbo, take and go. You can go this way,
Or you can go
jumbo.
this way. Bye, guys.
Bye.